Dear Toastmasters and welcome guests, a warm good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
I am Toastmaster Shanwas, the Surgeon in Arms for Mussafah Toastmasters Club, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 203rd meeting of our Mussafah Toastmasters Club. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a positive and supportive learning experience by which the members are empowered to develop leadership and communication skills, resulting in higher self-confidence and personal growth. As a protocol of Toastmasters International, you are requested to keep away from 3 taboo topics during the entire meeting, that is sex, religion and politics. You are also requested to kindly switch off your mobile phones or put them in silent mode to avoid distraction to the speakers. You are also requested to be seated comfortably until you are called for your role. With this note, I would like to welcome our President Toastmaster Vivek Ayappan for the opening address. Welcome, sir.
How are you today, Toastmasters?
Good.
Very good. I think we don't have today any lady members. Men of Toastmasters are, we have 4 members, Men of Toastmasters, 3 or 4. None of them are alive today. Anyway, let us start for today's meeting. Good evening for all of you and welcome to meeting number 203. In this meeting, I would like to announce 3-4 matters, mainly for our next club newsletters going to publish. So I request all of them to contribute. And this time, we plan to award early bird award. Those who are giving first article will get an award, apart from the best article. So there will be 2 awards. So I request to grab that award, those who can give, and which will be published in the month of May. May is the last, May 31st, before May 31st we will publish, and will be remaining 1 month. So we have to arrange another things for the last month. And there is an award coming, Beat the Clock Toastmasters Award, that is members, adding 5 more members, so our VP membership will be more concentrated on achieving that award. Hopefully we will receive. Another thing, this 25th, 26th and 27th District Toastmasters Annual Conference, which is going to be happen in the Limeradian Hotel in Dubai. So I already given my name and that is from our club. Those who are still interested to join there. This will be a biggest event in the district. Another thing very important, the officers election for next tenure. So those who are interested to participate in the next EXCO, so those who can give our contest chair, Mr. Toastmaster Rajesh Palikade is our contest chair for this event. So those who are wanted to become my role as a president or AP Education, members like all secretary, treasurer. So please give your nomination to Rajesh Palikade.
Those are declared the election, so we can do it.
As early as possible, then I can relieve, transfer my roles. Another important thing, still some members are membership fees due. I hope they can stay as much as possible, please hand over the money, the dues to our treasurer who is not able to that. Hopefully will come, or you can give to my and our VP Education. Welcome, Toastmaster Shiva.
And we got 2 awards. Maximum award. And,
Yeah, that already declared last meeting. So only these things, today's things I can inform what is going on around our district divisions and our clubs. Now every meeting should be a motivation, some takeaways. So today's takeaway I already given to you, all of them. There is a, you can see that there is a sheet in front of. This is how you leave a legacy, which I read recently. How can we leave our legacy before we go from this world? The first one is, life is best lived in services to others. So, be service oriented to others, not ours, to others. The second, consider others' interest as important as yours own. This will be helpful for office, careers, and also personal life. The third thing, love your neighbor even you don't like him. We cannot tell what will happen, and emergency, he is the one to come in nearest way. So always try to love him. Maintain integrity at all costs. So you will be a separate person and will be notified. You will be recognized if you keep integrity. You must risk in order to gain. So without to gain, we need to be risk, be paid. So no pain, no gain. You reap what you sow. So this we know from childhood always. We learned that proverb. Hard work is never a waste. Then don't give up when you fail. The failure is the success for the step for success. And finally, don't ever stop your pursuit of a legacy. With this note, I declare meeting number 203 is open. Today's captain of the ship. Welcome. Today's captain of the ship, Toastmaster Yunus. He will lead us another 2 hours. He bring with some colorful themes. So let me invite Toastmaster Yunus for today's Toastmaster of the evening.
Good evening, everybody. How are you feeling today? Very good. Yeah, my name is Muhammad Yunus Hussain. So today I am performing the role of Toastmaster of the evening. So before I go to the roles and the guest introduction, I would like to say that, literally speaking, most of the people wander through their life. A few will accept whatever the fate brings to them, and few of the people will succeed by accident, but most of the people suffer throughout their life with frustration and unhappiness. So Toastmasters is not for them. Toastmasters is also not for the people who don't have determination to succeed, people who are not willing to devote time and effort to achieve success. The fact that you are attending this meeting indicates that you want to make your life more fulfilling, more fruitful than it is now. So once again, A warm good evening to all of you. So, for the guest, I would like to, before going forward, I would like to explain how actually the whole meeting will go on. In the first part, the guest introduction will be there. Next, it will come, the different role players will come and explain their roles and responsibilities. Next, we will be having, actually, this whole meeting will have 3 sections. The first section will be the prepared speeches, where the speakers will get the opportunity to speak about a particular topic. And the second part is the table topics master, and the third part is the evaluation part. In all the three sections, the speakers will get the opportunity to speak about some topics. Next section will be the prepared speeches, and next comes the evaluation. And after that, we will be having a break, and after that, evaluation speeches, and after that, the reports by various role players. Now, before going forward, I would like to invite the guest introduction to introduce about themselves, a brief introduction about themselves. Come.
My name is Krishna. I am a past Cavalier. I don't do Toastmasters nowadays because I am in India right now. So for vacation we came over here and I've just come to meet my Gavel club, and now with my dad I've come to this Toastmaster club. For previous meetings, for 1 or 2 of them, I have been here, and so I just wanted to revisit all of them. Thank you.
Good evening, all of you. My name is Fayaz Ake. I am an IT consultant in IT firm Clearfix. I work in Abu Dhabi, and I heard about Toastmaster from my friends, and I just wanted to check out it and I'm trying. So this is my first ever Toastmaster visit.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I'm Altaf. I'm the immediate past division director, not the division director.
We still remember you as a
I'm very much from Mussafah, but I travel all the way till the city every week to attend 2 club meetings. One is my mother chapter, Abu Dhabi Toastmasters Club, and the club which I formed recently, that is the ADK Toastmasters. So once a week I go to the city. We already have a fantastic club here. I'm sorry to miss that. Hoping to be part of this also in the future. Over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters. My name is Reena, and I'm not exactly a guest, I am a Toastmaster. I am a member of 2 clubs, just like Altaf. I am a member of Abu Dhabi Toastmasters Club and an ATK Club. And I'm here today, thanks to Naufal, the VP. I want to present my speech, inshallah. With your support, I'll be able to do the wonders. Thank you.
I request the timer. Today, the timer role is being performed by Arul Shekhar. I request him to come and explain his roles.
Good evening all.
My name is Arun Shekhar. Today I am going to play the role of the timer role. My role as a timer to monitoring time during the prepared speeches, table topics and evaluation. At the end of the meeting, I will record the time of each participant. This will let you know if you delivered your presentation within the time frame. Explain the timing rules. The time machine is kept there. Prepared speeches 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll show the green light, and 6 minutes show the yellow light, and 7 minutes show the red light. The variation additional plus and minus 30 seconds of this. You will be disqualified as more than the evaluation speech. 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes show the green light, and 2.5 minutes I'll show the yellow light, and 3 minutes I'll show the red light, and the speaker is finished.
Next role is being performed by our by Zulfiqar. Can you please come and explain?
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. A warm good evening to all of you. Good evening. My role as an accountant is to count the number of unnecessary sound or repetitive words you use when you are speaking on the stage. For example, I mean will be counted in my report. These are figures that could affect your effectiveness in delivering your speech. At the end of the meeting, I will present my report. Over to you.
Yeah, next role player is Wordmaster Gamaliel. It is being performed by Toastmaster Special.
Good evening. As a grammarian, today my roles are grammarian and wordmaster. As a grammarian, I am supposed to listen to the speakers and note down all the incorrect usage of the language and also some effective or good aspects of language usages. Throughout the meeting, I will be listening to everyone's word usage, writing down any awkward usage or misuse of the language with a note of word. Then, as a word master, I'm introducing a word which we can incorporate into our vocabulary and we can use it in today's speeches in whichever talk we are making here. Also, we can use it in our future usage. So the word of this evening is cognizant, meaning having so it's the meaning is having knowledge, aware of. Like for example, you should be cognizant of the market dynamics. If when you go for investing in share market, you should be cognizant of the cultural aspects when you go for an overseas marketing. Like that. The synonyms are aware, mindful, conscious, appraised, appraised. Antonyms are unaware, unconscious, etc. And the origin is said to be 19th century from its original noun form cognizance. And a little bit interesting aspects of this original word cognizance. It was originated from its Latin mother word cognoscia, and it was taken to French connaissance and into later Middle English as connaissance. And in 15th century it is said to have appeared this G in that word, and the word is found to have used mostly in 19th century, in 1800s. And later it is there is a decline in the usage. And also the word is used as a distinctive badge or remark for noble families in the Europe in their ornaments or armory, arrows in their when that worn. So these are some interesting aspects of this word. So I hope all of you use these words. Over to you.
Next role player is the table topics master. I request Muffle, please come on to the dais, explain the role.
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, warm good evening to you one and all. Today I am the table topic master of today's meeting. As a table topic master, I bring a brief of subject that when the session is starting, I will disperse. And this session is important, a fun portion of the meeting, and it allows to practice improv speaking skill. Table topics allow us to every members who does not already have speaking role to speak at the meeting. Thank you.
Next role player is general evaluator. This is being performed by Toastmaster Shalva.
Good evening, Toastmasters. My role as a general evaluator is to evaluate the meeting to make an overall evaluation of the meeting from starting to the end. So I will be noting each and every role players and the evaluators, and I will be providing a report at the end of the meeting.
The next role player is the quiz master. Is being performed by Zulfika.
Good evening once again to all of you. As a Toastmaster, throughout the meeting I will be listening all your speeches or any factual, data or miscellaneous information. I will record this information and will ask the question at the end of the meeting. So let's find out who is the best listener at the end of the meeting. Over to you.
The next role player is the thought of the meeting. Is being performed by Toastmaster John Thomas. Can you please come on to the desk?
Sorry, give us 2 minutes. From here? This is good. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow members, honorable guests, warm good evening. The general pattern of thought of the evening is you tell a story or take a sentence from somewhere and you explain it and you express, you develop a thought out of that story or that sentence. So I'm trying to be a little different. I'm not going to tell you any thought. Instead, I'm going to show you a poem. So, and it is your responsibility to read it carefully, understand it, and think about it. Khalil Gibran was a renowned, he is one of the most famous modern Arab literature figure. He was born in Lebanon, but later on moved to US. And he used to write both in Arabic and English. And the most famous, renowned work from him is called The Prophet, which was published in 1923. It was translated to more than 100 languages and considered as one of the books which was translated to the maximum number of languages. And it is about children. And children, how many of you are parents, by the way? Okay, quite a few. So, people from this part of the region, especially from the Indian subcontinent area, 99% of their worries is about their children. They want their children to accomplish whatever they could not, whatever they failed to do in their life. They want their children to accomplish that. So this poem, somehow I came across this and I liked it really well. Not only this, the Prophet is a wonderful book. I haven't seen somebody using language in such a beautiful lyrical way in any other book. So if you get a chance to read, buy this book. It's about 23, he talks about different, about human life in different ways, mostly about relationship and all. It's a real classic. So I want you to just read it carefully, try to understand it. Go to the next page.
Yeah.
Ready? You want an explanation, further explanation, or is it okay? Okay. Tomorrow I will not tell. If you ask me, just pick up one line from the whole poem. These two are my favorite lines. Back to you.
Yeah, today's theme of the meeting is never give up. How many people agree with me that there is no pain, there is no gain? The success doesn't come without any effort, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So I would like to share one story. There was a biology teacher who was teaching his students how the caterpillar will get transformed into a butterfly. So he told the students that in a couple of hours the caterpillar will get transformed into a butterfly and no one should help him. Okay? Actually, the caterpillar will be in the cocoon. From the cocoon it will get transformed into the butterfly. Okay? And he told the students and he left. So the caterpillar was struggling to come out of the cocoon. So one of the students got pity and he thought that he will help the caterpillar to come out of the cocoon. So he broke that cocoon. But within a few minutes, as the butterfly came out of the cocoon, it died. So after that, the teacher, she came back and she asked the students what had happened, and the students explained what they did. So then the teacher explained to the students that it is the law of the nature that if you it is the law of the nature that it should means the butterfly got died due to that it has broken down because how can I explain? That the boy deprived the struggle for the butterfly. It deprived means he deprived the struggle to get out of that cocoon. Okay. So this was a small story. So next comes, if you take the successful, if you see the history, all the successful stories will have, all the successful stories are the great failures, right? For example, in the history, I was like, when I was going through the history, I was get fascinated by one of the guy, his name I don't want to reveal, at the end I will reveal his name. He was a man who was at the age of 21, he failed in the business. Again at the age of 24, he failed senatorial race. Okay. Then at the age of 26, he lost his sweetheart. Then again at the age of 27, he failed in a congregational race. Then at the age of 47, when his effort for the vice president also, he failed. That also he did not got. Then again at the age of 49, he failed at the senatorial race. So at the age of 52, he became the president of United States of America. Can you name him? Can anybody name him? Yeah. He was none other than the great Abraham Lincoln. So for him, failure was not the end, it was a deter, right? Next, I would like to share one more story. Yeah, I would like to share a small thing about him. This guy, his name is Nicholas James Vijay. Okay, he born in Melbourne, Australia. When he was born, he born with a medical disorder. He is one of the rarest, you can say, 7 guys in the world who had this disease, and now he is one of the greatest international motivational speaker. This guy doesn't have arms and legs. Now he is settled in California. He is married. He has got 4 kids and is earning more than us. So I would like to share one small video about him. This was a small video clip actually. The main point of showing this video is that God has provided us everything. We are in good health, right? Yeah, all our organs, all our anatomy is good, and we can, if we think we can achieve anything if we want. If we have the will to achieve, then we can achieve the success. Now next comes the prepared speeches part. So before that, I would like to invite the timer, can you please come and explain the rules for the debate speeches? Okay. Yeah, now coming on to the debate speeches, the first speech is by Harshpreet Singh. So before calling on Harshpreet Singh, I would like to call his evaluator, Muhammad Ashraf. Toastmaster Muhammad Ashraf is currently working as sales professional in one of the construction company. He hails from Kerala and has 2 kids. So, evaluator Muhammad Ashraf, can you please come?
Is going to present his third speech, that is the second speech of second project, the second speech of the second project in the pathways, right? So he is going to present a 5 to 7 minute speech in which he will be incorporating the notes that he received, the feedback he received from his first speech, and he will be giving a speech on any topic. The topic of this today's speech is satisfaction. So I wish Toastmasters Harshpreet a time for the speech. Thank you.
Now I request Mr. Harshpreet Singh to come on to the dais to deliver his speech.
Immoderate desire is the mark of a child, not a man. I'd like to repeat. Immoderate desire is the mark of a child, not a man. My fellow judges, fellow Toastmasters, a very warm good evening.
Good evening.
This world, we are all a part of this world, and this world is filled with a infinite rate of existence. Everyone in this world is gifted with something or the other. Satisfaction plays an important role as it tends to get the true nature of a person. Let me share a story with you. The creator of this world gave birth to many children in the various forms. Wealth, nature, plants, animals, name it, and so on it went. Wealth, being the first child, was the most loved one and was the most important child of the Creator. But it was never satisfied with what it had, and it always felt that it could have a greed to take over all the things in the world, and always wanted to let other creations, other forms to let down. One fine day, the other children understood his motives and planned to fight against the first child. And during the fight, they gave a curse of being immortal and staying hungry. The first child still exists in the present world with every one of us. Wealth is taking man to one end of the world. But at the end of the day, nobody understands what is the difference of being satisfied and feeling satisfied. Now, let me give you an example. Somebody's son got 95% marks and the parent is being satisfied. Now, his elder son just passed the exam and he got just 40% marks. Now he is feeling satisfied. So everybody is gifted with some or the other quality, and the human nature is changing because people are being satisfied. People never feel satisfied about having something in their life, and the wealth that everybody has makes the person turn into something evil or gets the most negative thing out of a person and leads the person let down others in today's world. Everywhere in today's world, whenever you go for a job interview or anywhere in the world, you come across people, you come across many seniors, and people are never satisfied in their work or whatever they have with them. They always have the hunger to move ahead in life by letting down others. This greed of being satisfied never makes anybody go up in a better way. Today, maybe you are rich in some or the other way, but you don't know that what you have done in your past, or maybe you have let down someone else who has given you a thought of life, or who has given you the meaning of knowledge, true knowledge, and taught you many things. But just for the sake of being satisfied, people forget what they have learned, what they have come across, what they are going through, what they are going to be. And this evil thing is seen in everybody in today's world. There's huge, when we talk about being satisfied, we come across a lot of examples in our daily world. Whenever we let's say, where we have a thought that why I was not given this position, why I am at this position, why I am being the lowest stage, why I am considered like this. But people forget that what people have achieved, they are feeling satisfied about it, they have worked hard for it. And this is how I would like to tell you everybody that you all are gifted with qualities, with certain things. Utilize it to the maximum and feel satisfied, because that is a true happiness. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, Harsh. Now, second speech is by our guest speaker, Reena. So before I call her, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster John Thomas. He is currently working as a lead engineer at NBCC. He has been associated with Toastmaster Club since 2012. His hobbies are reading and traveling. Please.
Toastmaster, good evening, fellow members. Toastmaster Reena in particular, warm good evening.
Good evening.
Toastmaster Reena is going to present a project today in front of Mussafah Toastmasters Club. Warmly welcome you. Now, as per the purpose statement, as per Toastmasters International, is the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. The speech title is A Memory of a Smile. A Memory of a Smile by Toastmaster Reena. All the best.
invite Lina, who is from Abu Dhabi Toastmasters Club, to deliver her speech.
First, let me take a selfie. This is going to remind me, this is a memory, this is going to remind me of the butterflies in my stomach as I stand here today to present my speech. Respected President, Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Memories. They have a way of creeping in on us at unexpected times and at unexpected places. Like maybe waiting in the doctor's clinic, waiting in line at McDonald's, and customer service keeps you on hold. Or maybe if I bore you today, right at this very moment. We keep making memories all the time. Some memories bring us joy. Like when we recall our happy times, like our college days. And some bring us tears. The day we left our parents back home. No matter what emotion a memory fills us with, it always remains unchanged. Of all the memories that we gather over the years, childhood memories for sure are the fondest. Fighting with our siblings over who gets to eat the cherry on the cake. A game of hide and seek with our friends. Mom, coaxing, cajoling, and sometimes threatening us to finish that glass of milk. And Dad, stopping by the school to give us the book that we forgot at home. These memories bring us joy and sometimes an occasional tear. A treasure of memories to look back on, to cherish. And my life is filled with this treasure. But the memory of my grandfather, I hold close to my heart. Now, I did not really know my grandfather. In fact, I hardly remember much about him, except for one moment through which I recall him. Staying abroad most of my childhood years, I used to visit him in India every 2 years during my summer break. I was 6 years old, and during one such vacation, I was in India. I remember it was a rainy afternoon, and I was sitting in the veranda alone in my favorite wicker chair, humming a tune and plucking at the loose strings that wound the chair. The door behind me opens and closes with a gentle bang. I look around. I see no one. Assuming that the door must have shut due to the wind, I ignore it and get back to what I was doing. Again, the door opens and closes, a bit louder this time, and I am a little worried. So I stop humming and I keep my ears glued to any movement behind me. And the minute I hear the creaking of the door open, I turn around. There, just behind an slightly open door, smiling like a child caught being naughty, was my grandfather. Little did I know that that smile would stay with me forever. After my vacations, I went back home and got busy with my life. The following year, my grandfather lost his life. And at that time, I was too young to understand that I would never see him again. And all I on a rainy afternoon. So today, when it rains, I remember him. I remember that smile. And in his memory, I have composed a few lines. Let me make you smile again. Let me hold your hand. Let me show you where the fun began and where love still stands. Let me take you down the memory lane, past the narrow gate and swaying palm fronds, to that memory of an old man, smiling old man. We remember people for the moments that we spend with them. The memories stay with us long after our loved ones have gone. And in my case, it was just this one memory of my grandfather. So Toastmasters, hold on to those memories, write them, record them, give them a meaning. For our life is consisting of these small, nameless moments that we spend smiling with someone that matters to us. It is said that all it takes is just one song to bring back 1,000 memories. But you know what? All it takes is one memory to fall in love again and again. Over to you. Not the same.
Thank you for giving a short speech about memory of a smile. Now we move on to the third speech by Toastmaster Shivakumar. Before moving on to him, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Nofal. He is currently working as an accountant in Abu Dhabi Group of Company. He has been staying in UAE since 11 years and associated with Toastmasters since 2017. Over to you.
Good evening once again on the talk. I am going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Shiva, which is going to do the project 1 in level 3 pathway session. The purpose of the purpose of this speech for the member to practice developing and presenting a proposal. Purpose of the project for the member to practice developing and presenting a proposal. The proposal title is Work-Life Balance. Speech title, Work-Life Balance.
So before I call upon the Toastmaster Shivakumar, I would like to say a few words about him. He is basically a software consultant by profession and working for Intezar Data Systems. He has been in UAE for more than 6 years.